Here is a great tip on how to catch fruit flies. It's one of the simplest things you can do. Most folk have apple cider vinegar in their house. I don't know about regular vinegar. I think apple cider vinegar works better because it has more of a potent smell to it. And it's got more of that fruity scent from it, because it's from apples. So if you have you're having, a problem with fruit flies in your home, and anytime you buy bananas or any kind of fruit and you bring it home and you kind of let it, sit out to ripen a little bit more, or you kind of forget about it, or you have your taters and your onions somewhere, kind of out of sight, out of mind until you need them, and then one day you see all these fruit flies out of nowhere. Fruit flies, I think what they say is that there is little, and this is the weird part because you never think about it, like there are little eggs or something on the fruit that we bring in, we have no idea, and that's where the fruit flies come from. Well, that's one thing, I read about. But regardless, they're a pain in the rear. They'll bother you at the supper, dinner, breakfast table. They'll fly around you in the kitchen, and they're pretty slow, and for the most part, you can grab them with your hand, swack them, whatever. But the tip is, there's certain words I'm quitting saying, and I don't like the word trick. So the tip here is, get you a bowl, and make sure it's kind of a decent sized bowl. It can be smaller than this one. And you're going to want to take some saran wrap, and you're going to want to put it snug around your bowl. And I take some tape, and I taped it all the way around the bowl, so I made it a nice snug fit for the saran wrap, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a knife, and you're going to puncture small little slits in it. You don't want the holes to be gigantic or nothing like that. You just want little slits all around it. And you can shake it a little bit, and that gets the smell kind of going from it. And those fruit flies are going to be drawn to it because, hey, it's vinegar. They love vinegar. What happened was I was making 3 different vinegars. I was making from scratch, lemon vinegar, grapefruit vinegar, and orange vinegar. And I had it over yonder where I've got all my extracts at. And during that process, they had to sit there for about a month, and well, we got us a mess of fruit flies, and they were driving my husband crazy, and me, and my youngin' when we were trying to sit there and eat at the table. But anyway, you take saran wrap, tape it down all the way around it, make a snug fit, take your little knife, punch your little slits in it, not too big, but you want it big enough for a little fruit fly to get in there. And what happens is the fruit flies get in there, and then they can't get back out. Now, all these little dead ones right here, I just waited till they got to the rim, and I just kind of pressed down on it, and boom, I squished them. They were dead. So I did that every time I saw them come up to the ridge, and there's one right there too, and one right there, and some right there, and there might be a few down in there at the bottom. I wouldn't be surprised. So I let this bowl sit here, golly bun, probably 2 weeks at least. And now it's time for me to go chunk it, because we ain't seen no more fruit flies, and I need my space, and it's ready to just chunk. Alright, but that's a wonderful tip on how to get rid of fruit flies. You just need a bowl, some saran wrap, a little bit of tape, apple cider vinegar. You don't have to put that much in there, that's plenty right there. That's probably about a quarter of a bowl. And set it somewhere. I set it beside the sink right there, because it's kind of out of the way, and fruit flies like water. They'll come to the sink too. And I've caught a few in the sink water. And another tip is, I've learned this: if you've got fruit you brought home, like you're fixing to do some jams or something, take your fruit and put it in a bowl and stick it in the refrigerator. And that way, while it's in the refrigerator, it's got more of a chance of nothing kind of hatching as quick if it's going to. And you can won't rot quite as quick also. So I desire this help somebody or a lot of people's, and give it a try. Let me know if it works for you. I know it worked for us. And I was fixing to just chunk this apple cider vinegar and clean my bowl, but Darling says, you know, he says, you could help a lot of folk and do a short video and explain what you did, because there's probably somebody out there that's experiencing the same thing, and they would like to know something that really works, that is very simple, very inexpensive, and very quick. So there you go. Shalom from Hilltop Hollar, y'all. Allah, YAHUAH.